Welcome back, guys. Today I'll be showing you how to get a team like mine with the easiest methods to go from 0 to 500k. So whether you've got no coins, you got millions, or you just want another 500k, you're in the right place to have the best team in the game. So make sure to subscribe to say thanks. Of course, drop a like down below. And if you do want some coins in a bit of a quicker way, well, if you guys are fed up of coming against neeks like me and foot champs who use loans and OP cards from day one,
I'm getting really sick of you! Get out now!
Then you need to head over to mitchcactus.com, where not only can you buy the cheapest and most reliable FIFA coins on the EA market, you'll find over 10,000 reviews from people who have used the services and enjoyed them in the past. So make sure to head over to mitchcactus.com and use code RECALL for 5% off. Now, first of all, we're kicking off by going over to the SBCs to assess what we can do here to get free coins at the minute. So firstly, Daily FC versus challenge. I think that's a pretty simple, obvious one. Prime Gold Players Pack, it's very, very good value for money. I think a lot of the times you are going to get profit out of this or break even, or it's a good pack, good store for team of the year. So it's a nice one that we're getting for free every day as a base. Then over in icons, we've had a few new ones recently. Of course, Paolo Maldini is a start. So of course, every first two challenges of an icon, the Born Legend and Rising Star, essentially by completing these with untradables or packs that you've maybe got for free. Obviously, we've got all of these bronze upgrades at the minute where we can get bronzes for free. Essentially, these two packs are guaranteed profit. So small silver player packs is usually a 4 to 10k profit pack. And then your common gold players pack, if you get a promo card, you're absolutely laughing. I had that recently in a video. You can get promos if their base card is common. So it's a very good pack to give you the opportunity to maybe get some real bangers. Now, you guys know me, I'll never tell you to do something that I wouldn't do myself. So we're going to open these two packs now and see what we can get. And remember, guys, not all bronzes can go in these SBCs. This guy goes for about 700 coins, so we don't want to pop him in because it would just be a waste of coins. So that is both SBCs completed. Let's pop these open. Of course, we are going to get into some trading methods afterwards, but these are some really simple ways that you can get some really decent amount of coins back without actually having to do much. So after getting my Schmeichel in an SBC, because of course we do not waste informs these days, they are absolutely vital. We're going to pop open first we'll do the 3 common players because that's more likely to have less profit. What have we got? Looks like just a standard pack here, so it looks like probably what? A 1.8k return. If we have a look here, 600 coins out of all 3 of these. Really, worst case scenario, you're looking at maybe 1.2k. Best case, about 1.8. So definitely not bad at all. Obviously, I'm going to go use them for the pack grind because that's what we're doing at the minute. Then we're going to pop over the small silver players. This is where we hope to make a bit more profit. A Prem player would be absolutely lovely. Let's have a look. So we've not got any. Oh, we do. We've got a women's Prem, so not worth as much on the market. This guy here, that's 500 coins, so we can get him sold for 450. She's not really going to go anything, so we can use her in a future SBC. He'll go for, I mean, we could sell all of that for 500 coins, but obviously it's worth breaking it down. Spina, he'll sell because he's one of the con players. Let's have a look. So actually, as far as silver packs go, that's pretty poor, but usually you're going to have a bit of a better breakdown. That's actually one of the worst ones that we've had, but they're not all going to be like that. And of course, most of them are actually really good. Now, you did not come here to see me get crappy packs, so of course we're going to go into the trading. We've had an entirely new promo. How do we use these to make a ton of coins? Now, luckily for a change, they've actually given us a promo where we don't actually have everyone at minimum yet, which is actually quite nice to see. So we're going to start off with versus Fire and French. Now, this one is going to contain Lorente, Sissoko, and I think it's just those two, but we've got Lorente kind of on the lower end at about 13k, and we've got Sissoko at about 16k. Now, of course, they are close to their minimums. Obviously, their minimums being around that 10k mark, but we can make some coins in the meantime. So if we have a look here, there's a few up for 11,250, which will sell. So if we go grab them, both of those, and put them up for 600 now. 600? We're going to put them up for 12k at a 600 coin profit. Now, of course, that is not a ridiculous profit, but what it does mean is we've removed the cheapest ones off the market. We're guaranteed 150 coins profit there, I think. 600 coins EA tax. I've worked that out a little bit poorly in my head. We've got a few here, as you can see, at 12k, 11,750, but not really anything below that. So if we snipe at the 11k mark, you're guaranteed 600 coins profit a card. There's obviously a lot going up, and there's a lot of fodder there. Now, there are other ways you can break this down. There's a couple other filters that we can use with these players in, but this is a simple one to get you started off. Obviously, 600 coins a card is a decent profit, and we'll just check Llorente. His cheapest listing can be 10,750, so we can get him for as low as 10,750. Obviously, 11k isn't far off of that, and we aren't going to be seeing tons of cards come up like this, but they're all guaranteed profit. And on the lower end, you want to build your coins, and if we're going from 0 to 500k, that's exactly what we're going to need to do. So we're going to snipe as many Llorentes as possible, or Sissokos if they come up. And then, of course, we move on to the next stage. And the next stage, luckily, does include Sissoko, but we're going to move over to League One. So League One has a couple players in this promo, obviously on the lower end. If we have a look, we've got Marcos Asensio, and we've also got Sissoko. Now, we've also got a menu that doesn't work, so we're going to back out and come back in. So we head back in and we're going to pop in that filter. So we're going to go League One and we're just going to be looking at the fire cards. Now remember to make sure you're going on the right side of things because they're going to be slightly different in terms of the pricing on each side. So for this one, we've got Sissoko and we've also got Marco Asensio, very close to around the same price, which is brilliant because that means it's really easy to snipe these. So 16,500, 17k, brilliant real price in there. We're going to sell them on for 17,000 coins, which means the EA tax, if we work it out, 10% would be 1.7. So we half that and that is 850 coins. I don't know why the maths took me so long. So we can snipe there, but it's a 150 coin profit max. Now, I would say snipe at 16 and just pick up everything you see. You're going to get 150 coins profit at 16, but you're probably going to see a lot of 15,715s, 15,500s, and those are where you're really going to make your more profits in. So let's just have a look at the ones on the market. Can we do compare price of any of these? They're not above the back. Oh, wait, that's a snipe. I didn't even realize I was looking at that, and I've compared price of it, and then we've actually got a snipe. See, I'm quite slow today. I'll be honest, guys. I'm really ill. I know that I can bring the energy for the video, but as soon as I finish this video, I'm going to be in bed. So understandably, the energy is not there right now. But that is, oh, he's good. Oh, that would have been nice. Marco Asensio at that price is absolutely banging. He's going for a couple thousand coins more, so that would have been quite a nice one. But that's what's good about compare prices. You can find all the players. You're not as low, so it's easier to find more snipes. Now, in terms of moving up through this, in terms of pricing, the next set of filters is going to go over to 200k. So you want to build some coins in the in-between on other promo cards. You might want to go over to, for example, the Centurions. There's a load of methods. If you go for the French players over there, you've got the likes of Goyoro, we've got Lacazette, we've got absolute ton in there, we've got Mendy. You can also head over to the midfielder section of those, and what you will find in centre mid is you've got Goyoro, and you've also got the likes of, if we actually pop it to centre mid, you've got Goyoro, and you've also got Pedri, I think it is as well, if you set a minimum to around 100,000 coins. Now, the reason I'm mentioning those is because there is a little bit of a jump over to the next one, which is we're going to head over to the ice cards and we're going to look at the Brazilians. Now, the Brazilians on the cheaper end, we've got Firmino at around 200k with Marta there as well. Now, we are going to be switching back to fire for the next filter, but for this one, essentially, there isn't really a filter in the fire section that has like a 200k mark. The next set in terms of filters in the fire section is going to be around 300,000 coins. So you're sat really with Firmino here. And I'll be honest, beautiful Firmino card. Obviously, with all the players over in that league, it's going to be very, very easy to link this up and have some brilliant players around him. In terms of pricing, it looks like he's sat at 210. I don't know if he's going to sell at that price, but obviously, if we're basing it off of that, you really don't want to be picking him up for anything more than around 190. So that's what we're comparing price for here. If we can get a 190, we're absolutely laughing. So that's just going to be your aim there. Obviously, to pick up a Marta, she's going for a considerable amount more, so you've got that option with her as well. So there's two nice little filters there from the ice section of this, but we do need to obviously go over to fire in order to push back up to the next point. So we'll just have a look at where these kind of are sat, just to have a bit of a better idea. You've got Martas there as well. They're obviously not being packed too often, which is all the more weird that somehow I've managed to pack the ice Ramos card. That was pretty unexpected, to be honest, and I was very surprised to see how much he goes for. The next one we go to is right back. So you've got a Pamecano and we've also got Trippier, which I can imagine are beautiful cards in game. I'd obviously rather see a Pamecano at centre back. Does this card go centre back? No. So you probably end up putting him at centre back somehow. Maybe have Walker as your centre back and switch him around, or vice versa. But we're looking at around, I think, 380k for these bad boys. So you're pretty high in the ranks in terms of getting a filter out of the next stage of this promo. I think they do kind of almost intentionally not provide you filters with promos these days. You can obviously do the Brazil one over in the fire section, but there's a big disparity in pricing where there isn't as much in these filters we're looking at. So it looks like Trippier is actually a 290, which means he's considerably less, or a decent bit less than a Pamecano, but that does mean filter's going to be easier, and if you do pick up on a Pamecano, you'll be laughing. Now the EA tax on this, will do it as if it's 300k, because it basically is. It means you really don't want to pick anything up for, I'd say 265, is probably your point of picking these up, or 266, so it's about 20k under. The EA tax to 15k, that means you're making 5,000 coins a card. So essentially, you want to pop your max buy now to, if we pop it to here, 276, and you can snipe from there. Now, I don't think there is going to be thousands of cards popping up. In an hour, you may only get 10. But in an hour, if you're making 5k profit per card, 10 definitely isn't bad. But if you want to make that little bit more profit, you can knock it down to 270, and that's 11,000 coins a card. If you're making 11k a card, picking up 10, or even if you're picking up 8, you're still making near 100,000 coins. So that's definitely the way to do it if you're looking for more profit per card. Now, I do apologize if today's video hasn't had as much content as usual. I'm very ill. I've still managed to get out 2 videos, but I know that's no excuse. I haven't actually been at work for the last few days because I'm really struggling with a chesty cough, and I think a virus that everyone's getting at the minute. Don't worry, it's not COVID. We've left that pretty much in 2022, but please drop a like down below and subscribe to say thanks for the uploads, and hopefully I'll be better soon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.